Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dr. Jason, naturopathic doctor here and clinician. What we want to do today is continue our naturopathic foundations, right? We're talking about 9 of them. We're midway or so. Let's get into exercise today, okay? Exercise is not just the thing we do to lose weight. We got to stop thinking like that, guys. A lot of us just, hey, let me hire that trainer to get 20 pounds off, or let me go running to try and work on that little pouch I have. That's one way to get motivated to do that. But let's remember, exercise is an actual nutrient requirement. You can eat really clean. You can have even great mindset, but we've got to move your booty. You got to move, right? You have to. And some of the major benefits of it are oxygenation of the body. Now check this out. This is really neat. You may not have heard this before. Our brain is not a metabolic organ, yet our brain needs massive amounts of oxygen. So unlike, let's say your legs, let's say your quadriceps, in the front of your thigh, you go for a walk or a bike ride, it can actually contract, right, off and on, contractile fibers, and the body starts to say, hey, we need more oxygen and blood flow, heart rate increases, right, respiration, we get oxygen, blood flow to that muscle. That's metabolic, right? It can start to fuel that muscle for activity and then recover faster because of our cardiovascular system. Our brain does not have that same advantage, okay? It relies on us doing all that activity during the day, and we get great oxygenation of the body, and then guess when the brain can actually do its thing is at nighttime. So believe it or not, exercise is actually one of the best things for your brain, but it is delayed. You're going to be able to then recover brain tissue and brain health at nighttime, but if you haven't had to exercise about during the day, your brain's going to suffer at night, okay? We have to have that buildup of oxygen to fuel the brain. Again, it's not metabolic. It can't just speed up and flood tons of blood through it like other muscles can. So, and this is why studies find that exercise far exceeds cognitive drills and crossword puzzles and all the cool apps. I mean, I'm not saying not to do that stuff for your brain health, but exercise still far outpaces it, and it always will for the reasons I just told you. It's going to flush out the body of toxins as well. Exercise is a big detox. Why? Because your lymphatic system has no official pump. The pump is you, literally movement. It's the contraction off and on of muscle tissue throughout the body. We get especially if it's rhythmic, like walking, like biking, things that you can kind of do sustain for 10 to 15 minutes. Rebounding, mini tramp is good. Do something safe, of course, and don't try something unless you're prepared for it and you've researched it. But get something rhythmic going for at least 10 to 15 minutes every single day. Make it a habit. You don't need an hour. You don't need 2 hours. You need 10 to 15 minutes at a minimum. This is called the minimum dose or the minimum exposure to get a physiological benefit. Any exercise is better than none, but again, we're shooting for that 10 to 15 minutes. So anyway, that lymphatic system is the garbage can system of your body. It must be stimulated to move. It must, okay? No matter how well you think you eat, mindset, all the other things I mentioned, if we don't move lymphatics, then we can't get rid of old dead cells. Your body turns over about 50 billion cells a day, and that's just normal operation. That's just another day at the office. If you're fighting flu, cold, have microbes, yeast overgrowth, parasites, toxins, heavy metals, pesticides, you name it, guess where all that stuff has to go to leave the body? Mostly lymphatics. Our body can't just dump all that in the blood. We get really sick and we end up in the hospital. So it's going to use the back end. Think of it like the alley. The blood is the street out front, and the alley is our lymphatic system, okay? We've got to stimulate that, and you're going to feel a lot better over time. Now, it's not going to be overnight. You're not going to get, 1 weekend and 10 minutes a day and then be like, whoa, I'm cured, I'm great. No, it's got to be a lifestyle. That's why we're talking about foundations. These are things you have to build and maintain while you heal. And it can take months, if not years, to heal serious complications from certain conditions, but got to start somewhere, okay? Let's work on that daily exercise, do something sustainable that you're comfortable with, and try to make it fun too. It should not be grueling, right? Try to get partners, try to go with an animal if you have a dog, right? Try to change it up, go hiking. Make this fun, okay? Don't make this grueling, like you have to, go downstairs in the basement. Oh my God, I can't stand it. Well, then don't do that. Do something that's fun for you, okay? All right, stay tuned for more Naturopathic Foundations. Have a great day.